Welcome to my first Minecraft quick build video. In these videos, I'm going to show you how to build something quickly without going into too much technical detail. Luckily, if you like the technical details, each quick build video will be accompanied by a tutorial video. In those videos, I'll go into much more detail about how and why things work. Today, we're going to build an automated sorting system. Once completed, you will be able to drop your stuff off at a centralized location, and it will automatically be sorted into individual chests. Let's get started. If you would like to check out the tutorial version of this video, I've put a link at the bottom of the screen and also in the video description. When placing blocks or wanting to draw your attention, I will often flash some green wool, like this. If I flash red wool, like this, it's usually to point out a block I want to remove or that I'm going to build temporary scaffolding blocks. I'm building on a slightly raised platform to make things easier to see. Feel free to build your sorting system wherever you'd like. Let's start with a chest and then connect a hopper to it. I just built 2 scaffolding blocks because it's important that this hopper does not point straight down. Connect it to the scaffolding block instead of connecting it to the hopper below it. With the first chest complete, I'm going to build 3 more. They're exactly like the first one. Next, we have to connect the chests together with a row of hoppers. Again, I'm building scaffolding to make sure the hopper is pointing in the right direction. It's up to you whether the hoppers connect right to left or left to right. All that matters is that they're all facing the same direction. With the hoppers and chests in place, I'm going to build the first sorter. I'll start with the blocks and then place the redstone circuitry. It's fairly simple and only uses 1 comparator, 4 pieces of redstone dust, and 3 redstone torches. You now have a completed sorter. In order to configure it, you have to place exactly 22 items into this hopper, and each slot should have at least 1 item in it. Whatever you want this sorter to collect should go into slot 1. The other slots should be filled with an item that will never be placed into the sorting system. I like using redstone blocks. If in doubt, just copy what I've done and only change the block in the first slot depending on what you want to sort. Now that the first sorter is built and configured, I'm going to build the remaining sorters. They're identical to the first one, and like the first one, you will need to configure them by placing 22 items into the correct hopper. You'll notice that I'm only building 2 more sorters. That's because it's extremely important to leave the last chest in your system unsorted. This is so that anything placed into your sorting system that doesn't get sorted can make its way into the last chest. Otherwise, it would just get stuck in your hoppers and quickly jam up the system. Now all that's left is to make an input chest. Anything placed into the chest will either get sorted or it will end up in the last chest on the bottom left. And now, time for my favorite part: destroying everything. And that concludes my first quick build video. What did you think? Please let me know in the comments. For your viewing pleasure, I've got a sneak peek of my next project. Now that you know how to make a sorting system, you might be interested in learning how to make some cool stacked storage. The redstone lamps light up as the chests get full. If you liked the video and want to know when my next one comes out, I'd recommend subscribing. You can also follow me on Twitter or check me out on Reddit. The links are in the video description.